Hey everybody, are you ready for a really good detour on the crazy train and some spookiness? This is going to be my update to the Stephen King project called King of Horror. Now, the detour part of this is the fact that I actually missed the date for doing this and I don't know how. So we're going to go a little off track. You're going to get this a little bit later than expected, but it'll all work out in the end, at least I'm assuming. And we have both puppies for today's special guests. They're not happy with me. It's the middle of the night and I'm recording. They keep going to the bedroom, then having to come back out. Whatever. Okay, before we get into this, I'm already going way off track. Would you please be so kind as to do all of the things, and you know what all of those things are. Now, let's talk about this project just a little bit. We'll get that curl out of the way. This is, like I said, the Stephen King project. It is called King of Horror, but the social media hashtag is Horror King Pan. This is a project that was created by Stephanie, and she's on Instagram. Her handle there is FooPans. It's FOO_PANS. She did it with the Fantastic Ladies. So I'm going to have them linked. I'm going to have her Instagram handle down in the description box. All the good stuff you need to know. This started September 6th of 2022. Will run to September 21st of 2023. Why I have it written down as 2003, I don't know. My note card is completely wrong, but whatever. This is a rolling style project with monthly updates that is based on the 40 Stephen King novels. Keep in mind, we're not talking short stories. We're not talking sequels. We're not talking anything under the Richard Bachman name. Okay? So I think that's... there was some confusion about Dark Tower, but if I remember correctly, that's the umbrella title for the whole series of the books. I don't know. But anyway, let's just go on with what I have in the project before I go off on another completely bizarre tangent. I tried to put these back in numerical order. Bear with me. All right. The first prompt is Carrie. So this is an item that makes you feel like a prom queen. This is the one where my smart alecky self came into play and I picked MAC's lipstick. As if I care. What can I say? I graduated high school in the 80s. It just seemed appropriate. So this is what the lipstick packaging looks like. It's got that pretty metallic, and I don't know what we're seeing for colors. I've got all kinds of fun lighting stuff going on. This is what it is. We're going to give you a swatch. I put this in for 5 uses, and I am at 4. So this is going to stay in, but if we're lucky, because I'm late doing this update, if I get back on track for January, I won't have a lot of time in between to use these, but I could probably get that last use in. So that should be a rollout for us, unless something goes completely bizarre. Heaven only knows that's possible with me, the way things have been going. Number 2 is Salem's Lot, a stranger in your collection or a new item. For that, I even have the box. I did part of the MAC Christmas line. This is the the extra dimension skin finish in wrapped in gold. This is going to be a great video. Okay, so this has all of the pretty bows, and it almost looks like it's hearts in between there, but that is actually just the dead space in between the bows. So as pretty as the embossing is, it can be a little bit confusing sometimes. Now, I am wearing this today, and I don't know that you're really seeing a whole lot. It's kind of this is my idea of a real rose gold. It looks pink, but it has almost like a gold flip too. And I don't know if this is going to work to do it on the hand. I don't know if you're going to get any kind of flip, or if you can tell that it's pink and gold. Anyway, it's lovely. I do really enjoy it. It is part of the Christmas collection, like I said, so it's got the really fun packaging, which I'm trying not to blind you with. I put it in for 10 uses. I have gotten 2. So, did I need that? No. But did I want it? Yes. Alta points, people. Alta points. Okay, number 6, fire starter, an item you were pushed to buy by someone else. And once again, this is where we blame Deb B because of her opening that box of friend mail, her surprise with all the Glaminatrix shadows. Bloom 2 was one of those, and seeing her use this and swatch it pushed me into finally going ahead and getting it. So that's what it looks like on the finger. And that's on the hand. It's gorgeous. I do really love it. It's one of the myriad of things that I've got going on my face today. Don't ask about this look, okay? It started well. Well, actually, no. The idea started well. The application got out of hand fairly quickly. What can I say? So, Bloom 2. I had this in for 5 uses. I have gotten my 5. This is a rollout. Yay, we have a rollout. All right, number 7 is Cujo, an item you used to love but now don't like. For me, that's the Ordinary Argireline solution. Let's try getting it front so you can actually see it maybe. Yeah, okay, whatever. So it's the Argireline solution 10%. I like the idea of this. This has always been, of the Ordinary serums, this one is the most literally, let's see if you can tell, it's like water. I mean, it's just watery. So putting it on is a pain in the butt because I have to do it in the palm of my hand. If I try and do it on my fingers, it runs between my fingers. So I just want this done. This went from 64.5 grams to 60.1. Where's my line? We went from there to there. Okay, really? Let's learn how to get things to focus right. It's going to take me months to finish this off. But I don't think I'm going to be replacing that when I do finish it. I think I'm going to be done with that one. Thinking about changing up my skincare routine. I don't know. We'll see. But that's staying in for now. Then for 13 is the book It. They're all based on the books. So yeah, there's movies too, but still. This is a shape-shifting product. Duochrome, etc. You know. So I pulled in the Luxie eyeshadow in Huff and Puff. So hard to tell. This is a gorgeous purple to blue shift. And let's see if I can get you both colors. I don't know if I can. Well, I think you kind of can tell. That I had in for 5 uses. That I have gotten my 5 uses. So it is rolling out also. That's 2. I don't know why I'm telling you that because honestly, I'm not going to be rolling in the same number I'm rolling out. So whatever. All right. Number 15 is the Tommy Knockers. This is a video I should perhaps actually apologize for doing the way that I'm doing it. But, the whole point of being me is that I'm just this way. So this is what you're getting, guys. Gotta bear with me. Hopefully. All right. So number 15 is the Tommy Knockers, an item recently found or rediscovered. I rediscovered this lipstick queen liner when I was going through all of my lip liners. And this is in the shade Natural. And it looks really super dark. And it is a very deep, kind of almost a bricky red. I have it on under like 17 things, so it's not like you can really tell. But this is actually no, this isn't the good one. There's a little bit of a line change. You can see it just barely. It's such a deep color. I don't wear it a whole lot. And I'm the goofball that I think put in to finish that, which quite frankly probably won't happen, but I'll get through as much as I can in the course of the project. So at least I'm using it because it's a creamy pencil liner, but it's a little bit drier than what I really love. So trying to use as much as possible. Now, the next one is 16, the dark half. So it's an alter ego item outside of your comfort zone. I went kind of literal, but it is outside of my comfort zone. I went with the BK liner in Alter Ego. This is another lip liner. This one However, I have managed to completely break. And so I've been weighing it. There's been no weight change. And this one is a really hardcore red. So it is outside of my comfort zone, even more than the other one. And hopefully you can tell with having those two next to each other that it is definitely a much deeper red. Pretty, but still not something I wear very often. So then that's staying in, obviously. The next thing is number 20's Insomnia, a red item for the Crimson King. I brought in this old Avon, wow, I don't even know which line this is. Anyway, it's an old Avon lipstick. It's in Never Ending Merlot. And that's how much we have left of it. And I think I put this as a finish goal too because I'm completely crazy. It's lovely. I do like it. It's another kind of red. I mean, it's not as if I Care is much more pink and this is much more red, but it's still kind of a softer red. It's not quite so pigmented that it's overwhelming, but if I put it over either of these lip liners, you get more of this. So this one, I have only used, I've only done a couple applications. I could not make a new line on my card, so that one's staying where it's at and staying in the project. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, distracted by things popping up on my computer as I'm trying to film. The next one I have is number 26's Dreamcatcher. Item from the past, an old item in my collection, and that is my MAC Rosebound Lip Liner. This is one of the lip gloss pencils. I don't even know if they make these anymore. But, oh, and the cap is cracked in half, dang near. It is still, as old as this is, super, super soft and creamy, and I absolutely love it. Oh, wow, it's hard to see. Okay, that is it there. It's a sort of pinky peach color. It's not nearly as vibrant as that would lead you to believe, and it's not nearly as orangey or as brown. It's really a soft color. It's really pretty. I can wear it on its own. I can wear it under a lipstick. I can wear it with, well, I don't even need to put a lip gloss on it. It's got enough slide where it's just comfortable to wear. It's like wearing a glossy lipstick. So I really do like this. This I have into finish because I like it so much I want to get as much use as possible. Plus, it's a MAC thing, so it's not like it's the cheapest in the world. Now with this, we've got definite, obvious movement as far as the amount left. Okay, can I straighten the card maybe? And it looks like I'm almost fairly consistent with the amount of the pencil that I'm using from month to month. So I'm very pleased with that. That one I might actually finish by the end of the project. Who knew? Unless it goes bad. That's always a possibility. But who knew? I might finish one. I don't remember the last time I finished a lip liner. Anyway, number 29, The Cell. Item from a category taking over your collection. Singles. So with this, I went with the Lily Posh single in Nemesis. And honestly, blue, purple, shifty singles are kind of taking over my collection. See, when I do that, I think they all look the same. But when I get them on my hand, they all do look different. Well, maybe not to you guys, but... So you can see those two, and then you can see this one. So they are slightly different. This one has a very... Okay, maybe if I do it this way. Okay, let's see if I can do this. If I take all three of the ones that I had in the project and put them next to each other. Now you're still kind of seeing them all the same. Anyway, they are all actually different in person. Some are more of a lighter purple, like a pinky purple. Some are a darker purple. The one is more of a bluish purple. So they are all different. I put that in for 5 uses. I have also hit my 5 uses on that one. So that is another rollout. Now, number 35. This is the last one that I had in the project that I was working on. It was for Mr. Mercedes, an item a rich lady would have, something expensive. I brought in the La Mer moisturizing soft cream. This is the one that's not quite quarter of an ounce, but is stupid expensive. And I finished it. It's an empty white jar, and I don't think you guys can tell, but it's empty. Yeah. If it were food, I would have licked it out, okay? I really love this stuff. It is so nice. So this one is also going to be a rollout, and I am quite pleased to have this as an empty before the end of the year. That will help my numbers. Now, because I somehow ended up with so many things going on in this project, and because, like I said, this is going up late, and if I get back on track because I'm trying to do these earlier in the month, I'm only going to have a few weeks, so I'm only going to bring in one thing this time. That may change in January. I may roll more in and carry more since some of these are so long term, and I think that's why I did that. But what I have decided to bring in is for number 27 from a Buick 8, an item you bought out of curiosity. So I did this thing, and okay, I have a MAC shadow. You knew I got the MAC highlighter. I kept seeing people swatching the MAC Christmas stuff, and I think it was last year's. It's the red packaging, like with the black and white, almost looks like a twisty design on it. And I know for a fact Jalen has got one in a project and has swatched it. And there are other people that I watch that have had these. And I was like, oh, those are so pretty. I really, really, like those. I'm bummed I didn't ever think about getting any of that stuff for myself. So I thought this year I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get myself some things because I want to see A, what they're like this year, and B, if I like them when I own them and actually put them on my eyes. So this is the MAC Sparkler Shadow from this year's Christmas collection in the shade Missile Bow. So it's another one of those that has the bow embossing almost on a pillowy type design like the highlighter does. And I don't know if these are going to be vibrant or not when I get them on my eyes. This perhaps, but this is a really fun green. I don't want to say it's grungy and murky, but it's got some mossiness to it. And so I'm going to throw this in for 5 uses because I have got greens going on. Apparently this is the time of the year that I decide that I want to put greens into projects, or I want to wear a lot of green. So I think this will go well with some things that I have in other projects that I'm working on. And I want to get an opinion on this since I've not really done the MAC Christmas collections. I do have old MAC stuff. Over the years I bought MAC products and I like them. Same with NARS. Those are two that are the bigger names that over the years I have gotten and I've always liked. Now, I've actually already heard that some of these are lackluster. It's not the same formula as last year. But I don't know. I think it's kind of pretty. So we're going to throw it in for 5 uses and see what I think of it. That is everything. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and letting me be completely crazy today. It couldn't be helped. And the girls are snoring, but they say goodnight. Until next time, everybody, thanks for playing. See ya. Bye.